All right, Steve.
Okay.
So let's talk about Olympia this year.
Sure.
Just happened a few weeks ago.
Yes.
How did you feel about it overall?
I thought it was a real exciting Olympia. I thought it was successful. I thought the results were good.
Mm-hmm. So, new Mr. Olympia,
Yes.
Shawn Rhoden. Did you expect him to?
No, not at all.
To shine like that?
I thought Phil was going to be 8-time Mr. Olympia as we sit right here.
I thought so too.
I really did.
So the interview came out with Phil.
Yes.
He's obviously very disappointed.
I would be too.
He had a few concerns, but the main thing, he still doesn't understand why he actually didn't win.
Right.
He said nobody gave him an explanation. So can you explain to the audience why Shawn beat him exactly?
Well, Shawn came in amazing condition. Shawn held his condition very well. Phil also was in excellent condition, but Phil also had that problem with his stomach, and that really hurt him. It hurt him in a lot of the poses. And it also hurt him from the back. I mean, you could see the stomach that expands, you could also see it from the back, and it hurt him. He wasn't controlling his stomach.
He's saying that when it comes to the mandatory poses, like, arms, back,
Right.
side, chest, he was beating Shawn on all those, he thinks.
Right.
Only the stomach is what wasn't. So,
but you know what? The stomach is the main part of the physique. When you're looking at a front double bicep, you're also looking at the stomach. When you're looking at a back double bicep, you're also looking at your lower stomach. The stomach involves almost every pose. Side tricep, overhead abdominals. It's a lot of poses. Phil did win some poses, but he didn't win all of them. Shawn came in with a really good look, an overall balanced look, which Phil didn't have this year. And that was the problem for Phil. Should Phil come back and resume it? Absolutely. Phil has to just fix that problem, come back and go on to get number 8.
Do you think, he had a surgery last year for
Right.
hernia, and I guess that's what caused the issue with the stomach. Do you think he should have said that one out, do you think?
Well, playing a Monday morning quarterback is so easy, of course.
Of course, yeah.
But he still came second. He's still second in the world, and for 7 years he's been number 1. It's still amazing. It's nothing to take away, nothing to be ashamed of. He's still a great champion, arguably one of the best Mr. Olympias of all time. And he can come back and he could win it again, which would be even a better story. So for him to walk around with his head down, he shouldn't. He's great. He's always going to be great. He's always going to be known as a great Mr. Olympia. He should walk with his head up and he should be proud.
You mentioned that basically he knew, he heard, or through third parties, he thought that he was going to lose already going into the finals.
I'd like to talk to him and get the lotto numbers because he knows better than me. That's ridiculous, honestly. It was pretty much a tie. It was actually 1 point not in his favor going into the night show. So that's a coin toss. It's a tie game. The fact that he wasn't leading, maybe that's what he thought, but that's not the situation at all.
Do you think also Phil gets a lot of the online hate from the people? Do you have a sense?
I think every champion does. Tom Brady, he's the most successful quarterback in the NFL, and everybody hates him. And Phil has his fans that are very loyal and stand by him, and then Phil has to also deal with the fans of every other bodybuilder. So it's not just his fans that support him, it's the fans of Shawn, the fans of Rami, the fans of everybody else that they have to deal with.
I feel like is the online age we live in right now. It seems like some people just, they get so much of it.
It's rough because people get right into your living room immediately. There's no privacy. There's no, you have to almost, it's hard, but you have to shut down social media a little bit. You have to have your own time and your own space because social media could drive you crazy.
Back in the day, obviously it was different, but back in the day, because you were on for a while, when Ronnie was the ruling champion or like Jay Cutler, were they getting were fans also brutal and just saying stuff?
Not social media brings a whole different.
It was before social media, obviously.
Right. So that it was not that way really. You didn't have a platform to say what you wanted, right? With social media, you have a platform. After this interview, you can go on and say, this interview sucked. You couldn't do that back then. It's just. It's instant, it's immediate. Whether it's true or not, you can go on and do it. And unfortunately, sometimes it gets the better of you, and it got the better of Phil.
Obviously, right now, everything's kind of 50-50 with him. He doesn't know if he wants to come back, not.
I'm sure that's going in his head, but he's still one of the best Mr. Olympias ever. For him not to come back would be a shame. It would be just a sin. He should come back and he should go after his title. and I don't see no reason why he couldn't get number 8 and go on to maybe get 10. You know,
always
everyone
thought-
has a slip up. You know, not everyone wins all the time. Muhammad Ali, how many times did he come back? He's considered the greatest of all times. He's lost, he's gotten knocked out, he's lost decisions, and he's come back. Phil has to look at it the same way as a Muhammad Ali. I mean, I'm sure he's disappointed. I'd be disappointed too, but he could fix it. He can come back and he could win.